Hello, everybody. My project will be on the music video Power Trip by Klassy featuring Ruby, produced by OJ the producer. Credits go to all the people in this section down here, producers, co-producers, the whole crew. Special thanks to these people as well. In an overview of this music video, it takes place in and outside of an immigration detention center through the perspectives of two women, Klassy and Ruby. Klassy plays the role of an immigrant mother separated from her American-born son, and she sits in the detention center with other undocumented people of color, notably many women and children. Ruby, on the other hand, takes the role of an advocate, fighting for Klassy's rights through protest and legal processes. This video portrays the ruthlessness of the immigration system, discussing white supremacy and the corruption behind this system. My chosen focus area was location. I chose this area since the shifting locations within the music video seemed to bring a well-rounded image to this concerning issue. Not only did it display conditions faced in the detention center, but it also demonstrated the efforts that community members take to fight for their neighbors. So for my first timestamp, I will be looking at 14 seconds to 18 seconds. So as you can see, the immigrant mom is putting her child to sleep, holding him close in a comfortable bed. And then as the video progresses, it transitions to black and she wakes up in a similar position without her son, on an air mattress covered by a foil blanket in a room full of crowding with other people in also uncomfortable positions. Not everyone even has a foil blanket. The shift in location shows her sudden separation from her son, and it leaves a piece of her missing. There is also the change from comfort to hardly humane conditions. As analyzed in this first source, according to Stokes, foil blankets are cheap, lightweight, compact, and an important addition to any outdoor first aid kit. This source helped me notice the lack of humanity towards the detainees in this music video. Since these blankets are often given in emergency situations and hardly resemble a real blanket, the system is refusing comfort for these detainees. So for the second timestamp, I will be looking at 48 seconds. Right here. In this image, you can see the mom is walking in the detainment center surrounded by other people in her community. The camera focuses on her through a chain link fence, and past her is a brick wall painted white. This location in the video illustrates how she and other community members have been criminalized by the system. They are treated like prisoners, and their surroundings speak to the same message. For my second source, according to Gonzalez House, a visit to Border Protection's Processing Detention Center discussed the criminalization of all people who cross the border illegally and the use of chain-linked cages that are about 30 by 30 feet. This source helped me further notice the significance of chain-link fences in the music video. Not only were detainees separated into cages, but they are also separated from each other within the detention centers. So for my third timestamp, I'll be looking at 129. In this scene, you can see that Ruby is sitting in a white, sterile room talking and doing paperwork with a legal expert. The white background of this location might be speaking to the legal processes operating under the white patriarchy. In other words, Ruby is fighting the battle for the mom their way. For my third source, I looked into Reddit. Stereotypically, a lawyer often decorates their office to look like a law firm, with dark mahogany wood, fine leather, and older styled furniture to appear trustworthy and conventional. This source helps me notice how intentional the design of the location was for this scene. While it is up to interpretation, the lyrics talk about white supremacy within the immigration system, leading me to believe that it is in reference to their commentary. For my third timestamp, I will be looking at around 159. Here we see Ruby again. She is outside protesting with other members of the community. People are holding up signs saying Free los niños now, Filipino Workers Center, no justice, abolish ICE, people power, and families belong together. The people outside of the detainment facility are fighting for their community members inside. This shows the battle on both sides of this brick wall and chain link fence. For my fourth source, according to the National Domestic Workers Alliance, the Families Belong Together campaign was an effort to prevent family separation as a result of the immigration system. This source helped me to notice the political commentary through the protest signs within the music video, analyzing the issue demonstrated by the separation of the immigrant mother and her son. Connecting this video to a history connection, this connects to the Bay Area history as witnessed in the iHotel documentary of 1987. The Manongs, or Filipino/Filipina seniors, were pushed out of their homes made in the International Hotel and the surrounding community since investors wanted to reinvent Kearny Street into a Western Wall Street. In a similar way that the Manongs were forcefully removed from their homes, detainees in the detention center were also forcefully taken from their homes and families. Both instances demonstrate the lack of humane practices towards and concern for the Filipino community, which also extends to other communities within the Bay Area. To wrap this up, Power Trip visualizes the solidarity within the Filipino community and strengthens them. This music video also demonstrates the issue of ICE detainment practices, which resonates with other targeted communities and further unites the Bay Area against this system. Thank you for listening.